Hi, I'm Jim, KC9VKV, and just a word of explanation about this QSO-VLOG segment. This show is a make-good attempt for our normal Friday afternoon show that got jammed out by QRM-ERS. To learn more about the jam out, you can do a YouTube search for KC9VKV, Jammers Win, Ham Radio Loses. Now, as I said, this QSO-VLOG segment was a make-good attempt. However, the local power guys decided that they needed to replace a power pole in my backyard on this day also. I kid you not, you can't make this stuff up. Well, I hope that will explain the shorter show length and the abrupt ending when the power guys pulled the plug to change poles. And good afternoon, everyone. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. My name is Jim, and this is the Monday afternoon QSO-VLOG network today. This is a directed network, and I am net control. If at any time during this net should an emergency arise, please notify net control, and we'll stand by and allow those in need to access this frequency. Is there any priority or emergency traffic at this time? And hearing nothing, we will continue. This net is all about ham radio and being all that you can be. And that's what our QSO-VLOG network is all about, trying to help people achieve the best sounding station possible. Thanks for dropping by. FYI, my background is 50 years in commercial broadcasting, where a lot of big bucks are spent on audio processing equipment and getting it set up correctly to get the loudest, fullest sounding station possible. Well, long story short, when I became a ham radio operator, I could hear immediately a large discrepancy in our on-air technical proficiency. A lot of stations were running with very poor mic equalization, very muddy, with little articulation. And as I continued to work stations, I realized most of the stations were also running very low average peak modulation, many around 30% of average peak modulation. So with my background, I felt I could help, or at least try. I knew that most modern-day ham transceivers did have enough onboard processing equipment to be able to overcome most all of the problems. So it would be just a matter of developing a generic dynamic range setup procedure and then adjusting the onboard EQ gear. And so I started the QSO-VLOG network with the phrase, if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. And today we're currently featuring over 1,600 QSO-VLOG Aircheck recordings. Our mission statement for the network is to establish a higher technical level of radio transmissions of the human voice by the intelligent utilization of available electronics in current amateur radio transceivers. Our setup, while generic in nature, converts the average 10 dB dynamic range transmitter with an average 30% of peak modulation to a much fuller 3 dB dynamic range with an average 80 to 85% of peak modulation. This substantial boost in audio transmit level is extremely beneficial in high noise levels and heavy QRM. It allows you to punch through when others fail. The second part of our transmitter setup has to do with proper mic equalization. We're looking to optimize the transmitted voice for a higher degree of intelligibility through the use of EQ patterns that bring out the articulation aspects of the human voice. Again, why need to hear the voice if you can't understand the words? Also this afternoon on the receive side, we're running 4 Internet SDR receivers, monitoring Rochester, New York, Milford, Pennsylvania, Atlanta, Georgia, and Arlington, Virginia, trying to get the best copy from our 100-watt friends. Now the audio from these 4 SDR receivers comes up on a 6-position rotary selector. Also in this selector is our local receiver audio. And today our local receiver is running 2 large 10-foot vertical magnetic loop antennas, one aimed north and south, the other east and west. The north and south mag loop can be rotated. They are selected by a 3-position rotary selector. Position 3 of the selector is a co-phase option that many times is 3 to 4 dB hotter than mag loop 1 or 2 by themselves. Also today, on the transmit side, we'll be running our no SWR specially oriented dipole antenna. One leg of this dipole is broadside to Montreal, Canada, and the other is broadside to Miami, Florida. As we were constructing our station, our mantra was 20 over from Montreal to Miami with a hotspot through the Carolinas. And although conditions may vary, the general performance of this antenna supports its mission. Also today we'll be running our input source indicator. So when we switch from an internet SDR receiver to our local receiver, you'll be able to hear the switch and see the switch. You'll have to check it out on our YouTube QSO-VLOG video. And as we come together for another afternoon of QSO-VLOG Network, let us pause just a moment for the amateur radio operator's prayer. Lord, we pray for clear 20 over S9 communications today. Let all our transmissions fill the air and reach their destinations QSA-5. And as we pray for good radio conditions, let us also pray for good human conditions. During this time of pandemic that has challenged us all, we pray that you will protect everyone, especially our elderly. And also, Lord, we seek your divine intervention to bring peace to a very divided United States. As we go through a very conflicting time in America's history, with dark clouds all around, we pray that you'll reduce life's daily political QRM between our brothers and sisters. And through your love and guidance, show us the way to find peace and harmony. Help us to communicate with one another 20 over S9. Thank you, Lord, and God bless and protect America. Amen. And to continue, since this is an area of the band where we have many nets trying to operate in a very confined area, I would appreciate all stations checking into our QSO-VLOG net to keep their bandpass to no wider than 100 to 2900. Again, please, no wider than 100 to 2900. This is the Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG network operating on Monday afternoon, trying to make up for a time last Friday that we got jammed out by QRM-ERS. We shall see. This is KC9VKV. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Kilo Charlie 9, Victor, Kilo Victor. This is Kilo Yankee 4, Echo Juliet.
Kilo Yankee 4 Echo Juliet, is that a Roger?
Yankee 4 Echo Juliet, is that a Roger?
That's a Roger, Roger.
Yes, sir. What's the name there?
Yes, sir. What's the name there?
My name is Jeff. I'm down here in North Carolina. Just got a new radio here. Got an antenna up in the air over the weekend.
All right, I've got Milford up. I'm just bringing these up SDRs up. I've got Rochester that I'm going to try to bring up here, and then we'll have options as to what some of the SDRs versus my local antenna. If you would, let's see, we should be up on Rochester. If you would, why don't you give me about 10 seconds on your antenna system, and I'll look around and see if I can find a better path. Roger?
If I can find a better path. Roger?
Roger. Jay, stand by.
I'm copying you fairly well on the Milford PA SDR. What's your location, sir?
PA SDR. What's your location, sir?
I'm in the middle of North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte.
Oh, roger that. And what radio are you running, sir?
Oh, roger that. And what radio are you running, sir?
I'm running a Hicom 7100.
7100, roger, roger. Well, if you would be interested in our setup procedure, it begins with your compressor engaged at a 3. Your compressor on and at a 3. It's a token amount, but it's the beginning of our setup procedure. Roger, roger.
Of our setup procedure. Roger, roger.
Okay, roger, roger. It's going to take a little bit before I get there. I just got this thing out of the box yesterday. I was going to just mostly listening. I do appreciate that. I just wanted to reach back out to you and let you know that you're getting out down here to North Carolina today.
Yes, sir. Well, if you've got a pad and pencil, maybe I can give you some notes. I know that radio is new to you, and that you would not necessarily know where everything is. So I can give you some notes on that setup if you would like.
Some notes on that setup if you would like.
I will pass on that. I do appreciate that. Like I say, I wanted to just roll up and down a little bit here. I'm fixing to go back out and cutting some brush up around the house here with the chainsaw. So about time to go out there. The wife's looking at me like, why ain't you out there working right now?
Yes, sir. I know that look. I'm very familiar with that look for sure. But Jeff, thanks for checking in, and maybe we can get together. This show is usually on Friday afternoons, but we got jammed out by QRM-ERS, so we're trying to reschedule things. Roger?
So we're trying to reschedule things. Roger?
You're talking to 73 KY4 EJ6.
Roger, Jeff. So sometime maybe you can check in. Hopefully we'll be back on schedule next week on Friday, or actually this week on Friday. If you get a chance, join us, and we'll go through that 7100 and get it set up perfectly. 73, sir, and don't work too hard out there in the yard. This is KC9VKV, the QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Check out, give me a shout.
Running now on two of the SDRs. We're running on Milford and Rochester, and we're slowly bringing up the others. This is usually a show that we do on Friday afternoons, but we did get jammed out by QRM-ERS this past Friday, and so we're trying to reschedule here on a Monday afternoon. This is KC9VKV, the QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. And if we are recording now live till 5. Well, actually, let's see here. Yeah, we are recording for an hour and a half. That should cover it. And then we post it up on YouTube, and you can come by and do a call letter search, KC9VKV, along with today's date, 3/22/21, and that will take you to our QSO-VLOG net, actually a QSO-VLOG page. And then it'll bring you to this recording. Again, that would be KC9VKV followed by today's date, 3/22/21, and that will take you directly to this recording, so you can hear yourself and hear as we go through the setup procedure. This is KC9VKV, the QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Okay, and now we have brought the Georgia SDR online, and we only have one more SDR to go here, and that would be Arlington. Anyway, this is the usually Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG net, working on a Monday afternoon, trying to regroup after having been jammed out on Friday afternoon. So this is KC9VKV. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
You want to check out, give me a shout.
Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. The QSO-VLOG net running now till for an hour and a half anyway. So if you have a radio that you're looking to get set up or interested in getting set up, that's what we do, mainly on the transmit side. We'll be running here for the next little while. If you have a radio that you want to get recorded and get assistance in setting up, that's what we do. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor.
KC9VKV, this is November. KC9VKV, this is November 4th.
I
got a November 4 station. November 4 station. Come back slowly phonetically with your call sign, please.
Slowly phonetically with your call sign, please.
Okay, it's November 4, Lima, Quebec.
Okay, this is a November 4 station. There's 2 or 3 stations calling. I'm looking for November 4 something Quebec. November 4 something Quebec. Come back slowly with your call sign, please.
Quebec, come back slowly with your call sign, please.
Roger. November 4 Lima, Quebec. N4 Lima, Quebec.
Copy in for Lima, Quebec. This is KC9VKV. Name here is Jim. This is the QSO-VLOG net. What is the name there, please?
What is the name there, please?
Okay, Jim, nice to meet you for the first time. Name here is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo, and we're running a TS-890S at Barefoot 101. So go ahead.
Copy, that is a TS-890S. Is that a roger?
That is a TS-890S. Is that a roger?
That is a roger.
Roger, roger, Steve. And what is your location, sir?
Roger, roger, Steve. And what is your location, sir?
I'm in Shelby, North Carolina, about 40 miles west of Charlotte, North Carolina. Go ahead.
Roger, Steve. All right. If you would, why don't you give me about 10 seconds on your antenna system, and so I can look around and see if I can find a better path for receive. Roger?
A better path for receive. Roger?
Oh, okay. KZ, this is import. KZ, this the antenna 80 meters, so it's 134 feet in length. 4 feet in length. Set at the end with a 49-to-1 transformer using about 120 feet of RG8 going up to it. The antenna is 80 feet up between two pine trees that go across the front yard. So how's that, Jim? Go ahead.
Roger, roger, Steve. Got you pretty good there. If you would be interested in a setup procedure, it starts with engaging your compressor at a 3. Engage your compressor at a 3. It's a token amount, but it does exactly what we need it to do. We're going to arrive at a 3 dB dynamic range transmitter with about 80 to 85% average peak modulation. And it begins with your compressor engaged at a 3. Roger?
Compressor engaged at a 3, roger?
Yeah, roger. Well, this radio is a little different than the average radio. The other ones that I have, you can do that, but this one has, pardon me, this one has an input and output level for the compressor. And the input goes from a minimum of 0 up to a maximum of 100, and the output is the same way. And it's very difficult to tell what you're doing. I would say that I am somewhere around the halfway point. I've got the input at 49 and the output at 85. And there's also an effect that you can choose, either soft or sharp. So it's a little unusual, Jim. Go ahead.
Roger, roger. Set both your input and output levels at 50. Both input and output levels at 50. Roger?
Input and output levels at 50. Roger?
Roger. Stand by here, and I'm going to set them both at 50. Let's see here. All right, here we go. They are, okay, there we are, both at exactly 50%. Over.
Roger. Now, I want you to go to your ALC with mic gain in hand and adjust the ALC to read mid-scale to 2/3 by way of manipulating your mic gain control.
Manipulating your mic gain control.
Okay, yes. That is exactly picking up to about 2/3 right there, Jim. Over.
Yes, sir. That's fine. Now, do you know where your onboard EQ is?
Do you know where your onboard EQ is?
Yeah. By the way, when you adjust the mic gain, what you're actually doing is adjusting the output of the compressor. It's really different. So, yeah, but that the EQ is, I forgot, it's got quite a few different bands to it. And let's see, let me bring that up. And I sort of came up with this on my own, but it sort of peaks up starting at 1.5 kc or 1.5 kilohertz and goes up up to about 3.6 and then drops back down a little bit. So it's a curve, and I'd say there's probably 12 different bands on it. Go ahead.
Roger. Well, we're looking for the ones right about 3 KC, 3.5 KC. Do you see anything in that area? 3 to 3.5? 3 to
3.5.
Oh, yeah. It goes from 3, 3.3, 3.6, and so those are a little higher than the rest of them.
Yes, sir. So on 3K, why don't you move that up about 3 clicks? 3 clicks boost at 3K, Roger?
3 clicks boost at 3K, Roger?
All right, I got 3K boosted higher than anything else right now.
Roger, and we just need 3 clicks boost from where you were. Wherever it was, just 3 clicks more boost. Roger?
3 clicks more boost. Roger?
Roger, yeah, I've got a 4 dB boost, so I went up 3 dB.
Yes, sir. It's sounding pretty good. Now, let's see. Why don't you give me about 10 seconds on what you like best about your radio, so we might get a nice little recording there, Roger?
Okay, that's great, Jim. KC9VKV and 4LQ, Shelby, North Carolina. I guess what I like best about it is its CW performance is very good. It has a very nice, clean side tone. It's got full break-in. It is very smooth, and there's virtually little or no relay noise. Very little fan noise at all, and that's what I like about a good CW radio. And the selectivity, of course, is excellent. It also has an audio peaking filter, which I also like. So there you go, Jim. Over.
Roger, Steve, got that good. Now, our signal is not the best in the world, but it's enough that I could hear you well. You're about 4 dB over my residual noise level. I can't give you a real estimated reading because I run a really reduced RF fronting to stay out of AGC compression, so I might capture your signal as best I can. But I have a VU meter tied to the audio out, and the VU meter is calibrated to 0 level on your voice peaks, and when you cease speaking, the meter then reads the noise level. So you are about 4 dB over my noise level, and enough that I think you'll find the recording interesting. If you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by today's date 3/22/21, that will take you to this recording. Roger.
Take you to this recording. Roger.
Okay, Roger, Jim. I turned on the amplifier. I've got a little Aircheck KPA 500 here, and it's picking up pretty close to about 500 watts. So any improvement? Oh.
Yes, sir, Steve. I wish we would have started with that in the first place, sir. You would have reduced my ear fatigue quite a bit. Always, if somebody is assisting you in setting up your radio, always put your best foot forward, Roger.
Put your best foot forward, Roger.
Hey, Roger. I just didn't want to have anything else in line with the, just a few points of failure as possible. But, okay, so anyway, sorry about that, and I'll leave it on for the duration. But appreciate the help, and by the way, my last 30 years was working for PNC Bank there in downtown Louisville. Over.
Very good. Well, I hope to see you back visiting some. Now, with your increased power, you went from a 5 dB over my noise level to about an 8 dB over my noise level, which is substantial, and allowed me to go to my local antenna to copy the mail on your signal, and my local receiver is much flatter than my SDR internet receivers, particularly in the bottom end. So if you want to come back and give me about 10 seconds on subject of your choice, and I'll get a recording on my local antenna also, Roger.
CQ.
Stand by, sir. Frequency's in use. Be there in just a moment.
Okay, Jim. KC9VKV N4LQ in Shelby, North Carolina. Give you about 10 seconds here of recording. And like I said, we are from Kentucky, Ashland, Kentucky, which is way over on the northeastern corner by Huntington, West Virginia. And moved to Louisville in 1966 and went to electronics school there at United Electronics. And after moving back and forth a few times, wound up marrying a girl there in Louisville and worked for PNC in IT there for 30 years until we retired. Used to be Citizen Fidelity Bank. So, Jim, how copy? This is N4LQ.
Roger, Steve. Well, I'm having a power pole replaced in the backyard. Now, I'm not having it, but the power company has decided that they're going to replace the power pole. And getting some kind of static there on my local antenna. So I was there for a while, and then I had to jump back to Milford, PA. I have a thing called an input source indicator on the right-hand bottom of the screen as you view your Aircheck there, and you'll be able to see exactly where I am and what's happening. Good going on being from the Louisville area. We hope that maybe you'll be paying us a visit more often now, Roger.
Okay, Roger. Yeah, I've watched some of your videos, and I do enjoy listening to the guys, and your screen is very interesting, your background that's behind you. It's hard to tell what's real and what isn't. It looks like a green screen and then a lot of meters, and I especially like the big VU meter. I'd love to have one of those, Jim. Over.
Yes, sir. Well, none of it is green screen. There's no green screen. It's all real, quote, end quote, but nothing is green screen. The large VU meter is a video. Roger, that's a video screen, a little video screen that says QSO-VLOG most of the time, but every once in a while it defaults to a VU meter, and that is video. Roger.
A VU meter, and that is video. Roger.
Okay, well, good. I wasn't sure if I was looking at an actual stack of equipment back behind you, or if that was just dubbed in. But yeah, that's pretty good. Well, appreciate the help, Jan. I'll let some others talk to you now, and you can give some more reports. So, been a pleasure, 73s, and have a great afternoon. This is N4LQ.
Roger, Steve, 73 there, sir. Thanks for dropping by. And we should be back on our normal Friday afternoon schedule this coming Friday from 3:30 till 5. And hopefully the jammers, QRM-ERS will not be in full force as they were this last Friday, which we decided just to forego the show because of all of the QRM. Anyway, 73, Steve, have a great afternoon, and we'll catch you maybe this coming Friday. This is KC9VKV, the QSO-VLOG net, and there was a gentleman that broke in there. If he wants to try, KC9VKV, standing by.
Hi, KC9VKV, standing by.
No, I guess there was too much pressure. Gentlemen had other business to do. Well, there you go. This is the usually Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG network running on a Monday afternoon. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, KC9VKV, running the QSO-VLOG net for about an hour and a half. I'm not sure exactly how long that is going to be, but probably a little while down the road. If you want to check out a radio, we do transmitter setups, and right now I'm working on bringing up the Arlington, Virginia SDR, but I've got to go through internet, Wi-Fi, okay, that's good. getting the. I run 4 internet SDR receivers, so I might be able to reach out and touch someone that is running like 100 watts. We can get closer to them a little bit with our SDR setup. We, like I say, run 4 in various geographic locations to augment our local receiver. This is KC9VKV. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. Here's somebody back in there. Try it again, please.
Here's somebody back in there. Try it again, please.
Signal is right at my noise level. Maybe coming up though. Try one more time. Get into that microphone and let me hear you. Call sign again slowly, phonetically, please.
Call sign again slowly, phonetically, please.
Was that Hotel Oscar?
Was that Hotel Oscar?
Okay, now give me the first of it. Give me the first of it slowly, phonetically.
First of it. Give me the first of it slowly, phonetically.
I'm sorry, sir. You are right at my noise. Actually, you're under my noise level. You are under my noise level. So at the moment, so let me just say 73 right now to Hotel Oscar, and maybe those conditions will get a little bit better later on. And if my signal improves to you, it will indicate that your signal is probably improved to me, and to give me another shout. But 73 for right now. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, the QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. Again, I hear someone back in there. Just ran across that on my my Milford SDR internet receiver. Try again, please. This is KC9VKV.
Try again, please. This is KC9VKV.
Yeah, right at my noise level. So that's 2 that have been right smack dab at my noise level, or maybe slightly below. Let me see if I can bring up my Arlington, Virginia SDR. We'll see. Try to bring that up. That might help. Like I say, these 4 receivers have been specially chosen because they do divide the country up into segments, and will be able to assist in lower power readings. Okay, so that's coming up, and it's it's coming up on the right frequency. Sometimes they do not come up back on the right frequency. We have to adjust it. This is KC9VKV, the QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. Papa Sierra November.
There's a November station in my life. Come back slowly, phonetically with the call sign, please.
Come back slowly, phonetically with the call sign, please. Kilo, Charlie, 3, Papa Sierra November.
Roger, Papa Sierra November. This is KC9VKV. What's the name there, please?
KC9VKV. What's the name there, please? Name here is Mike in Saxonburg, Pennsylvania, 30 miles north of Pittsburgh.
Roger, Mike, and what radio are you running, sir?
Roger, Mike, and what radio are you running, sir?
I'm sorry, try that one more time.
Fox Tango 991 Papa.
Okay, got Fox Tango. I'm copying you better on the Georgia SDR than I am up on Milford. You must be. Are you? How far, just out of curiosity, are you away from Milford, Pennsylvania?
Away from Milford, Pennsylvania. Unknown. I'm 30 miles north of Pittsburgh.
Roger that. And let's see here. Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm copying you better on the Georgia SDR than anywhere. So we'll work that way. If you would be interested in our setup procedure, it begins with engaging your compressor at a 3. It's a token amount, but it does what it should do. So you would be turning your compressor on and at a 3. Roger, Roger.
And at a 3. Roger, Roger. Okay, compressor is on.
Compressor on at a 3. Roger, Roger.
Compressor on at a 3. Roger, Roger. Roger.
Okay, now, what mic are you running, sir?
Okay, now, what mic are you running, sir? The stock microphone. It's a dynamic.
Okay. Roger, Mike. Okay, what I want you to do is I don't want you to work directly into the mic like you're working it. I want you to pull that mic to the corner of your mouth, to the corner of your lips, and talk across it. Pull it to the side of your mouth and work across it, Roger.
Side of your mouth and work across it, Roger. Roger, Roger.
It's so much cleaner that way. If you work directly into that mic, it just your plosives and transients are louder than your words. So you want to pull it right to the side of your mouth and work it that way. Okay, now we have our compressor engaged at a 3. I want you to move to your ALC with mic gain in hand, and while you speak rather rapidly, 100, 200, 300, I want you to adjust your ALC for mid-scale to 2/3 reading by way of your mic gain control. Roger?
By way of your mic gain control. Roger? Roger, Roger.
Okay, so that is a in-transmit adjustment there. You'll have to be transmitting and speaking into your microphone, again, with it to the corner of your mouth, and speaking rapidly so you'll get that meter up to be able to see where it is. And then with your mic gain control, you'll adjust it for mid-scale to 2/3.
Adjusted for mid-scale to 2/3. Roger, Roger. Talking now to adjust the ALC to mid-scale to 2/3. And the microphone is at the corner of my mouth. And now it's, well, I'm still getting, I'm at 2, and it's still getting a full-scale deflection.
All right, now what I want you to do, I'm going to look around and see if I can find a better path. I want you to give me 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system. Roger, Roger?
Your antenna system. Roger, Roger? Roger.
KC9VKV with a 49-to-1 balance and no tuner. I'll copy.
Yes, sir. I'm copying you now on my local antenna, which is just great. Now, I want you to review your settings. You're running your compressor engaged at a 3. Is that a Roger?
Roger. Compressor is engaged at a 3, and the mic gain was set for 1/3 to half ALC deflection.
All right. I'm seeing just a little bit more dynamic range than what I would like to. Increase where's your mic gain control setting right now?
I'm down at 13 out of 100.
All right. I want you to go to 30. I want you to take that mic gain to a 30. Roger?
The mic gain is at 30.
All right. And now I want you to give me 10 seconds on what you like best about your radio.
About my radio is its multi-mode, multi-band functionality, anywhere from 1.8 megahertz up to 30 megahertz. I'll copy.
Yes, sir. Looking good. Now I want you to go to your EQ. I want you to go to your onboard EQ. Roger?
Okay, I'm headed there. Stand by.
Roger, Roger.
The mic EQ is on.
All right, is that a 3-band EQ?
Affirmative.
Okay, I want you to do, on your treble EQ, I want you to go +3 additional to where you are. +3 boost, more than where you are at the moment. Increase 3 clicks hotter treble EQ than from where you are. All right, Mike, did you do that?
I don't know how to do that on this unit.
Roger, it's a 3-band EQ, right? You should have a treble, a mid, and a bottom, a bass, Roger?
Don't know how to access it.
Okay, note to self. When we find out how to adjust the EQ, we want to go 3 clicks boost, treble EQ. Note to self, 3 clicks boost, treble EQ when we figure out how to do that.
Roger that.
And that should put you in pretty good shape there, Mike. Give me one more time your model radio. I had a couple of noise bursts there. Try one more time with the radio you're running.
Yasu, Foxtrot Tango, 991 Alpha.
I got it, Mike. And I think when you crank in that additional top-end EQ, I think you'll be in really good shape, Roger. If you want to hear your audio now, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, along with today's date, 3/22/21, it will take you to this recording, and give us a couple of days to get it uploaded to YouTube. Roger?
Roger that. Thank you so much for your time and your tips.
Yes, sir. And I got, like I said, I got a little bit more additional noise today on my local receiver than what I normally would, but they're replacing a power pole in the backyard there. So they're trying to replace that pole hot. I noticed they had insulation on the cables there, so it indicates they're going to try to swap it hot. But there is a little bit of noise at the moment, and maybe it may not be that they can do it hot. They may have to do it cold, and I may lose power here, but we'll keep on keeping on for as long as we can. 73 Mike, and we'll catch you later, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend coming up. As a matter of fact, we'll be doing this again Friday, this coming Friday afternoon on our normal schedule. This is kind of a makeup because we got jammed out by QRM-ERS last Friday. 73 Mike. We'll catch you later. This is KC9VKV, the QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Romeo Echo Zulu. Romeo Echo Zulu.
Echo Zulu, stand by just a moment. Charlie, K1GZL is out there. Charlie, how's it going? So this is a makeup, Charlie.
Charlie, how's it going? So this is a makeup, Charlie.
Yeah, I realized that was unbelievable on Friday, and I'm ready with recording and so on if that happens again. But I think that situation had been recorded many times. That was terrible. But I just happened to tune up here, and here you are, loud and clear, up to 59 today, 59 degrees, and beautiful, beautiful day. So. I do have a little bit of Captain Mike on the tarmac, so I'll turn it right back to you, Jim, and I was amazed to find you on KC9VKV, K1GZL. Hope you copy.
Roger, Charlie. I've got you 15 over on Milford, so if you have that Captain Mike piece, go ahead, roll it.
Go ahead, roll it.
Okay, let's see if I have the right on here. Wait a minute, just a second. All right, let me hit this.
Wait, here you are. Turning from the east to the north now, so we're just turning to the north here very slowly. Turning north here, and you're 5959, over.
That's on the tarmac there. They're moving the plane around a little bit.
That's a Roger, Charlie, K1GZL, K4 Whiskey Charlie. We are on the tarmac here in Sacramento, over. We were in flight there by far.
Okay, there you are, Jim. There he was, sitting on the ground. Go ahead.
Oh, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Did have just a little bit of noise, but nonetheless amazing for being on the ground, Roger.
Amazing for being on the ground, Roger.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It was just, here he is sitting on the ground. He had just landed, and this was on 40 meters, and the static was horrible because there were a lot of thunderstorms and storms going on in the lower Mississippi Valley at the same time, and I was more broadside to all that activity than I was out there. But I'm glad we got together today. Today they're really fantastic. So I'll turn it back to you. I won't hold it too long, but I'll try to catch you on Friday on the normal schedule there. But you sound good. Very good. KC9VKV, you're 15/9 direct, and here we are on summertime, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie. Well, listen, great minds think alike, so here we are on the same frequency playing catch-up. Good to hear you, Charlie. Just out of curiosity, how is your Australian contacts going?
I haven't had one of those in about 3 weeks. Normally I get on with WA30 out near Pittsburgh, PA, and also KN4GBZ down in Florida, who was over in northwest Montana for a while on sort of a vacation, and some others. But Ian has had transmitter amplifier problems and hasn't been on, and I haven't myself at that hour, but we're hoping to get back soon. By the way, here's how you sound direct.
Delight, sir. Here we are on the same frequency playing catch-up. Good to hear you, Charlie. Just out of curiosity, how is your Australian contacts going?
Okay, Jim, I hope you copied that, and I'll try to catch you Friday. Okay on my signal coming through on Milford, KN4, wrong station, KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie. Thank you very much, sir, and we will see you this coming Friday. I'll say 73. Roger.
Friday. I'll say 73. Roger.
Roger, the very best to you, and just hit 20/9. Amazing. 73, Jim.
Roger. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, the usually Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG net, moving today on a Monday afternoon, trying to make up for getting jammed out last Friday by QRM-ERS. Very terrible attack. QRM-ERS just running up and down 40 meters, destroying all the nets for at least 2 hours. Terrible situation. Anyway, this is KC9VKV. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. Romeo Echo Zulu station. Come back slowly, phonetically with the call, please.
Zulu station, come back slowly, phonetically with the call, please.
Kilo Juliet 4, Romeo Echo Zulu.
Romeo Echo Zulu, what's the name there, please, sir?
Romeo Echo Zulu, what's the name there, please, sir?
Hey, Jim, it's Floyd. I haven't talked to you in a while. And I was on here on Friday because I wanted you to check something for me. And I could not believe what I was hearing. It just blew my mind. On HF, it sounded like 11 meters 20 years ago. I just couldn't believe it.
Nor could I. I tried as best I could to work through it for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then realized it was just not possible. So we just powered down and faded back. And we did get some good recordings of that QRM, and we did post a piece that is labeled, Jammers Win, Ham Radio Loses. I think if you do call letter search with those terms in the back of the call letter search, it'll bring that piece up. Roger?
Roger. Well, I've heard those same QRM-ERS, and they're usually from I can't. Anyhow, I won't keep you so you can pick up some other traffic. I was just, there's nothing we can do to adjust my audio. It is what it is. But there are some modifications I can make in the future that might make me 2.8 wide. So my question is, what are you seeing? Am I 2.6 or 2.4 right now?
It's hard to say, but you know, the thing is, you can increase your top end EQ to do a better job even running the 2.4. If you have, well, you know, it might take outboard EQ. It might take outboard EQ, but you can boost your top end to sound really great at 2.4, because what happens is, and again guys, sorry for the abrupt ending, but the power guys had to pull the plug to install that new power pole in my backyard. Maybe everything will run smoother this next Friday afternoon. We shall see.